Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. My name is Edgar Mendez. Sorry, I'm just making sure the camera looks fine. I know it's a bit of a different setup than my usual. I'm at my mom's house right now. I want to thank you for being here. Um, sorry. I want to remind you I am offering readings, healings, as well as Akashic Karma theories. If you are interested in getting any of those things stand out, do check out my Calendly and book with me. Send me an email if you have any questions. I'd happily answer. I want to thank every one of you for clicking on this video, for liking, for commenting, and supporting me. Please don't forget to do those things as well if you feel called to. Let's take a look here. We're going to look at the overall energy, and today's theme is going to be what are your person's current feelings for you, and kind of take it from there, all right? So how does Cancer's person currently feel about Cancer? How does Cancer's person currently feel about Cancer? I feel like Cancer, you could be going through a third eye expansion, or your third eye may be activating. That's not going to be the case for everyone. We have firm foundation as the kind of like the overall energy for your connection right now. Firm foundation is a good place to be. I feel like maybe you are dating this person. Maybe you are friends with this person. I feel like your connection with this person is pretty stable. Wherever it's been, it's gonna stay being there, right? I feel like with the Four of Wands being on the table, it feels like it's pretty decent. Some of you, this is not gonna be for everyone. You may be trying to make it work while this person has a family or has kids, and like an ex-girlfriend, ex-wife kind of thing, or ex-husband. There's something along the lines here where it's like you're trying to modern family it. Does it make sense? You're trying to make it work, even though there's a ton of upheaval, or sorry, there's a ton of blocks, tons of restrictions, like all those, when you were like really young and you look and you think about like relationships and having relationships with people, you don't think, oh, what if they have a kid, right? You don't think those things, right? That's not something you pop in your mind. What if they're divorced, right? Or what if they, work a lot? These are the kind of things that you don't really consider when you are considering a relationship when you're young. I feel like those are the things that you're working through. Those things that you don't consider about, right? Not saying that you did anything wrong or anything like that, but these are things that you that are not romantic, I guess, right? These are things that are like, I don't know if I wouldn't consider them necessarily negative, right? But they are blocks, they're restrictions, and they kind of keep us in the way of our fulfillment. One thing that's coming through from Metatron is it doesn't have to be the case, and I feel like that's what you're trying to do, right? One thing that he is saying, it's like it's not, your let's say their relationship with their baby mama, baby daddy, isn't going to make you any happier or miserable, right? This comes from within yourself, right? So if you're having trouble feeling like gratitude, or feeling very happy about your circumstances with this person, healing, right? Healing within yourself, that's key to feeling that happiness, to feeling that fulfillment, to feeling that excitement, right? We have mental conflict as your overall. There are issues in your connection. There are hindrances, blocks, restrictions, but you're making it work. And I feel like that's what you're gonna keep doing for a while, right? So this person's current feelings for you is I know that this is worth putting in the work, even though there are some things that that kind of take away from that romance. And again, this kind of comes from Kim, right? Don't You don't have to let that be the case, right? In fact, I feel here with that prosperity begins in its reverse. There are things that you could do to make more, right? Prosperity is all about having more and building on that, right? Building on more, actually, and then having it. My message to you, Cancer, is you don't have to settle for less, or you don't have to settle for what you have. How could you make this? How can you make the most out of the situation? How can you make the most fulfillment here, right? What could you do to make things even better? Right, and this is kind of where your focus needs to be. You may be due for an Akashic record reading. I do offer those, by the way, if you're interested in getting that. I think I might do them pre-recorded instead of live. We'll see. But I do highly recommend that you look into getting a Akashic record reading, maybe even a private reading. No, you don't have to go with me. Go to whoever you feel called to. But there is a need for you to like get some outside perspective. All right, and that comes from Metatron. All right, so let's take a look here. So, what are Cancer's person's current feelings for Cancer? What are Cancer's person's current feelings for Cancer? Let's take a look here. We have memories of love. Definitely children are involved in some way. I feel like it is a modern family, or an attempt at that. one thing that does come through for the modern, for Modern Family, kind of reminds you of the show, right? They laughed a lot, right? Or there's a lot of jokes in there, right? Don't forget the importance of levity, right? So we have harmony and its reverse. For their current feelings, I feel like some of the issues that you have in your connection may be getting in between you and this person. But again, Metatron is saying, don't look at it in a 3D logical human-y type of way or earth way, right? Your issues are energetic, right? Your lack of fulfillment has nothing to do with what's happening outside of you. It has everything to do with what's happening within each of you, and that includes the baby mama, baby daddy, right? And my message to you is, you can't control if they heal and your person heals, right? But you can control if you do, and this is where your focus needs to be. Again, don't look at it like it's this is why I'm angry because this situation happened. There's an energetic reason why, and that's why you are being impacted, and that's what's impacting your fulfillment, and that's what's impacting your connection with this person. That's the truth, right? Energy doesn't lie, right? And that's where your focus needs to be. We have harmony reversed because I feel it's not easy, right? You're trying to make it work, but it ain't easy. And that's the feeling that's coming through really strongly. Again, there's a strong emphasis for an Akashic record reading or a private reading that comes through, okay? We also have the number 21. This is the world, universe. Universe wants to support us, right? Universe wants to be happy. Universe wants us to be happy. Remember, your connection is to all that is, right? There is a strong emphasis on working on activating your higher chakras, right? We have 12 chakras. 7 are in the body. The rest, the 5, are at the top, right? They're in your cosmic self, right? My message to you is to work on activating those things. Our 8th chakra, our soul star chakra, it has like our spiritual gifts, but our access to the higher realms and our Akashic, right? Akashic record readings come from the 8th chakra. By the way, they're saying hello to you. By the way, Cancer. With your overall being the throat chakra, this is actually one of the spiritual chakras. The first one. I feel like you could be hearing guidance, or you could be receiving messages from your spiritual team that are trying to help you with this. In fact, I feel like a lot of you with that throat chakra are asking for help, right? Maybe you're praying, maybe you're trying to manifest, maybe you light a candle, maybe you're asking your grandmother, maybe you are contacting your ancestors from beyond, right? There's a strong emphasis on you trying to solve the situation. One thing that I can hear, and I feel like it happens in the back of your mind, you don't want your connections to be like everyone else's, where they fail, right? Or where they never come back together, right? So I feel like you are holding on for dear life. I feel like you're holding on with everything you got, and you're trusting that you will be rewarded for that. The message is I don't think holding on is necessarily bad, but remember, where you're really going to have success and where you're really going to make some progress is healing inside of you, not outside, right? Finding inner harmony, not necessarily outer harmony. You can be your life can be as harmonious as possible, but you can still be miserable. Does that make sense? The heaven that you want, the happiness that you want, is within yourself, not outside of you. And this is where, again, you want to put your focus. And this is why healing is so important. What you hear everyone talk about it, right? They may not understand that conceptually, right? Or consciously, right? I do, I guess. But this is where it's at. You can be miserable in a happy life. You can't be miserable if you're happy inside of yourself, right? That's the point, right? And the message is to focus more on that, all right? Sorry, Metatron's like, whoop-de-doo. He's very happy to get that message across. And then we have the Magician awareness. The more that we have awareness to what's actually blocking us, right? What's actually hindering us, what's actually impacting our life, the more that we can actually heal it and have access to that, right? I feel like your crown chakra may be expanding. Our connection to source. Again, there's an emphasis on the higher chakras. With awareness being here for this person's current feelings, they know that there's something here. This is a very special spiritual connection, right? That's not the point, though, right? Why isn't it working and translating to the physical? And this is where you and them are both at, okay? We have destiny. They feel like you are their destiny. You were what they came for, right? Family. This, how some people have different soul missions and different, things that they want to achieve. This person wants to have a family. I hope that makes sense. They came here to have a family. They came here to have kids. They came here to make a family, right? To have a happy, harmonious family. We have the third eye chakra and its reverse. I was bringing that up for you. Some of you may be feeling an expansion of your third eye. attuned to that, right? Third eye is a seat of intuition, right? And we have passion ignited in its reverse here for how this person currently feels. When all that passion's gone, when all that intensity, is I guess absorbed or felt or experienced already, what you're left with when it comes to a spiritual connection or is like, I won't say magnetism, but are the issues, right? Like a normal connection. Spiritual connections are just more intense, right? What I forgot, a spirit said is they're shorter lived, right? They have a shorter expiration date. The message with that passion ignited is I feel that you're meant to with this person. You're meant to with this person. You're meant to heal, right? But I feel sorry. I had like this like channel message come through. It was very sexy, so it got me. What you're left with when you remove all the spiritual components of your connection are all the issues that you have, right? Which is the focus of your reading, right? There's quite a bit issues, right? I feel like these issues are becoming louder. They're becoming more exacerbated, right? And they're not going away. So we have the emotional withdrawal. So this is a connection that I feel like this person's thinking maybe they should walk away from, right? Maybe they should let go of. Maybe they should set themselves free of. And I feel like this also has to do with their family that they have, right? So we have new beginnings in this reverse. Your connection, although this person wants to make it work with you, it's not to say it has too much wrong with it, right? I don't see anything's wrong or right or not real, but it has a lot going against it, right? Ooh, my throat closed up a little bit. Sorry. I feel like that some of you's really heard that, I guess. I don't know. With the emotional withdrawal being on the table, this is something that they feel like maybe I should leave, but I haven't, right? And that's how they feel about your connection right now, right? And we live in a changing world, so keep that in mind. Let's see. So let's look at let's get some oracle here. How does this person currently feel about Cancer? What can Cancer do about the situation when it comes to this person's current feelings? We have Aries act. Again, what you have control over are the things that you should be acting towards, are the things that you should be taking action towards as well. What do you have control over? Your own healing. How you show up in this connection and how you show up in this person's life and how you show up in their kid's life and how you show up in that baby mom, baby daddy's life, right? That's what you have control over, right? And my message to you is you don't have control over whether or not they bring harmony into your life, but you do have control over whether you bring harmony and happiness into theirs. And the message that comes through from the Aries reading, and it's very strong, is for you to act and do guided meditations, do those daily practices that all of us are told to do, right? I have one that the contract one I have been meaning to do. All of us are told to do those things. Do we do them all the time? No, right? But are we better off when we do? We know we absolutely are. In fact, we vibrate higher. We feel better. We're more. We have more energy. But does that matter? No. That's not. It's sometimes you're. And this comes from Metatron. Sometimes we're here for the struggle, right? Are you still here for this struggle, or are you ready to change your tune? And this is kind of where you're at right now, right? I just got Murders in the Building, that show on Hulu. I love it, by the way. It just popped up. We have Beloved reversed, Venus. I feel like there's something from your past, something that you used to be very passionate about, something that you used to be very excited about, that you wish you had achieved with this Capricorn energy that you may not have. And this could be like, a side hustle, right? It could be some way to make money. Could be a healing. Some of you just like taking an ayahuasca trip, right? I did mine. I will be doing another one. I'll probably go. I don't know. I kind of want to go in January. Anyway, sorry. I'm still digesting that one. I'm like, when am I gonna go? When am I gonna do that? But I digress. Anyway, with the Capricorn here, there is this like passion project that you could be manifesting that you're not, that you could be creating that you're not, and that's really going to be helpful for you. I feel like it's going to be very healing. Some of you giving up on that project makes you less capable of handling the circumstances of this connection, and going back to that and achieving it could make you feel stronger and more ready for this person and this connection, because it's not the person, the connection that's the problem. It's like I feel like I'm not capable or ready for it, like inside. These are not truths, right? These are things that are unhealed, and the message that's coming through is how do I go back to those passion projects, achieve something there, or do something else, and overcome these obstacles and feel stronger. How could it? This is like character building, right? This is reverse as well. Make time for self-love reverse. The message that comes through with that and it's reverse, this is like, self-love is it's one thing, but love for others is another. I feel like there's a block here to loving other people, specifically loving this person. And every block that we have, we are the source of it, right? It's from within us, right? So if you have trouble loving this person properly, you're having trouble loving yourself, right? That's just where it's at, and we know that, right? We also have first quarter moon is Scorpio. Scorpio moon is all about emotional healing, very deep emotional healing, but it's all about releasing the blocks. And the message here, what could you do to help release those blocks? What could you do to help release this pattern as well? So let's get a final message for you, Cancer, and wrap your reading up. I want to thank you for being here. We have your first one. It's going to be open up to change. This comes from Buddha. The message here is to be open to change. Your connection with this person may not look the way you thought it would as a child, right? But it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong happening, right? Be open to change and tell your inner child or your younger self, we may not have saw it this way, but this is how life is, and I'm happy with it. Or, I actually feel like you are happy with it. I think you came into this life to challenge yourself when it came to love. That's mine as well, by the way. I hope it makes sense to all of you, but mine was this one too, right? How do I love better? My message to you is, this is a big one, right? Making a modern family, that takes real strength and grit, right? I see you being able to do this, okay? And leave it like that, Cancer. Know I love you, know I care. And don't forget to like, comment, and book with me if you feel called to, okay? And take care. Bye.